Commandant?
Quartermaster?
It's good to see you, at last.
The truth cleanses.
And only the pure shall remain.
It's time. I am the Procurator. I oversee all matters of cleansing, rectitude, and purification, and act as your advocate within this process. The officers you see here, Commandant Castan and Quartermaster Falsters, are tasked with diligently executing the investigations of Orders of Wealth. Do you understand? Do you understand? Your response has been logged.
When you were searched, your prompt card was missing. Why? Procurator?
Read. You will read.
Yeah, the truth cleanses and so on. Thank you, Procurator. But I think we can move forward to the facts.
Highly irregular, Commandant. The prisoner is usually required...
I understand, Procurator, but we have a heavy caseload and I'd like to proceed. Quartermaster, you have the floor.
Thank you, Commandant. Orders of wealth that exceed the limits as set out by the state's framework are punishable by death. Would you say that's fair? Public execution in the square, televised. I'm sure you've seen them.
The charges will be read so the defendant may answer them.
You stand accused of hoarding in the name of self and abandoning of the whole, 2 counts of accumulation of excess, 2 counts of egoistic gain, 4 counts of surplus retention, and a charge of misuse of resource. That's a fair old rap sheet for a measly, what was it, 10 million?
All items of wealth are not to be openly discussed within this investigation.
Relax. Think about your ulcers.
How long did you think you were going to get away with it for? We have evidence that you employed shadow entities, obscured transactions, used illegal augmentations to circumvent state monitoring, all whilst presenting yourself as a vocal critic of wealth within the wider community.
She's saying you're fucked.
Let the last statement be stricken from the record.
Then why am I still here? Execute me already.
Oh, he speaks.
How many starved whilst you hoarded? Rounded to the nearest 1,000. Think about how that money could have benefited the state.
Can I sit down?
You are required to stand for the duration of logging and analysis procedure.
Christ, get the man a fucking chair.
Let the last statement be stricken from the record.
Chair. Procurator. Now. I never really understood the standing business. I think it's like a hangover. Someone read in an ancient book somewhere on how to be taken seriously, and well, here you are. You've been stood for 36 hours. Seems a bit daft. Don't you think, Quartermaster?
I'd never really thought about it.
I want to hear about this story of yours. It's a bit more human. Now, describe this game you told the officers about.
This is outside of the bounds of this investigation.
Article 4, Righteous Inquiry Mandate, Statute 12, Subsection C, Doctrine of Equitable Judgment. Step on my toes again, Procurator. You will be recused. Now, your story. You hail from East District.
What you call East District now.
We've conducted background checks already. You have no footprint. Just a bank account.
Untold wealth. I know.
Well, I mean, 10 million plus interest is hardly untold.
Carry on.
We used to watch this thing. A channel that was just reality shows. Contestants had to do all kinds of daft stuff. You could win prizes. This one show, The Golden Loop, we watched these people go into these chambers, plugged in, like. Then they'd loop. One day, looped. 10 for 10. 10 years for 10 million. Dad would shout at the screen whenever they'd quit. Thought he was adamant that he could do it, but I knew he couldn't. I mean, the man spent his life taking the negative choice. Just wanted to show him. I wanted him to see what taking an opportunity felt like, looked like. I was young. 10 years sounded like 10 minutes to me.
This blasphemous contrivance will not stand.
Agreed. Bullshitting won't change anything here.
Silence. Both of you.
Commandant, I must protest.
Well, your protest is noted. And then?
Signed up.
Commandant, I cannot allow this imprecation to continue. You tarnish our state with these fabrications.
In Year 9, broadcast was preparing for termination. They discussed the extraction process, aftercare. Nothing happened. There was a sense of severance. But I stayed in the rig. Plugged in.
The Dawn conflict.
A fucking war. How typical. Attack infrastructure, no power, no tech.
Like the rig.
Time became irrelevant. The day reset. I tried everything. But at hour 24, bang. Black. And wake. Just as I'd done before. Bound to an endless loop. No more voices, no more countdown. And beyond that endless dayscape, when you've resigned yourself, when you've killed yourself 100 different ways, and even that's grown old. Imagine them being told that 200 years of war and culture and war and famine and war and war and war had passed once you've been living that nightmare. Ravaged the place you call home. And in its place, this.
Who would choose to live a loop?
Why lie? Anything you could devise for me now would be pale in comparison.
The crimes still stand.
I won that money fair and square. Endured intolerable suffering. Everyone I ever knew, gone. I'm owed that money.
Convenient for you, then, that all audiovisual records pre-dawn are lost.
There were others.
Others?
Commandant.
In the loop, playing alongside me. I could hear their voices in the moment of the black, the reset.
And what did they say?
Commandant.
They screamed. They pleaded for their lives, for someone to hear them, for anything.
Commandant, entertaining this fancy, this fabrication, it breaks all edicts that we have sworn to uphold.
You are forgetting yourself, your duties.
It's the same.
You will be silent.
You live in a loop. You know it.
Commandant.
The prompt card. Return to the mantra. The truth cleanses. Greed decays.
I have served dutifully. And the state has rewarded me greatly for doing so. But I have no joy, no fear, no love. And if I'm to ever stray, entertain a wild thought, I have to return to this.
Yes.
Read.
Who would do such a thing to another?
It was hundreds of years ago.
You will read.
The imprint remains.
State cares for all.
Read.
Please. This facade, it reeks. I can't stand it, living like a battery to serve, to fuel another.
Do not succumb. Only the pure will remain.
I renounce it. I renounce it all.
You are owed it.
Commandant Caston, I hereby relieve you of your duties.
Read and be cleansed.
No, I am owed it.
Read and be cleansed.
I am owed it.
You are free.